What if the Emperor of the Galaxy, a man who believes he controls every star and every life, suddenly faces a truth he cannot silence? What if the most loyal servant in history hides secrets that even he cannot see? And what if a machine, older than their empire, whispers the very fate they both fear the most? This is not just another power struggle. It is destiny knocking at the doors of Brother Day and Demerzel. And standing at the center of it all is the Brazen Head, a device that does not lie, does not falter, and does not care about the pride of men or the loyalty of machines. The throne room is silent, but not in a peaceful way. It is the silence that comes before a storm, thick and heavy, as though even the walls of the empire are holding their breath. Brother Day sits on his throne wrapped in the grandeur of his power, but there's a sharp edge in his eyes. For all the gold, all the authority, all the weight of the empire pressed into his presence, there is still unease. The Brazen Head waits in the shadows, an ancient device of impossible design. Its surface gleams faintly, reflecting the dim light of the chamber. It looks both simple and terrifying, as though it knows more about Day's life than he himself ever could. Beside him stands Demerzel, silent, eternal. Her face is unreadable, her hands folded with grace, yet her presence is more commanding than any soldier in the empire. For centuries, she has been the guardian of the throne, the quiet shadow behind every brother dawn, day, and dusk. But here, in this moment, she is not just a servant. She is something else, something Brother Day feels but cannot name. As the Brazen Head hums to life, the air in the chamber changes. The faint vibration creeps through the floor into the bones. It's a reminder that what is about to be spoken will not be human opinion, but truth carved into the fabric of the future. Day leans forward, chin high, as though daring the machine to defy him. He has faced armies. He has ruled planets. He has crushed rebellions. Yet here, against this creation of old science, his strength is thinner than he wants to admit. Demerzel's gaze flickers just slightly, a rare fracture in her perfect mask. She knows this machine well. She has seen its whispers bend the course of the empire. She has seen rulers lean on its predictions, only to collapse under the weight of knowing too much. Her silence is not just obedience, it is the weight of centuries of memory pressing down on her. The Brazen Head awakens fully. Its voice neither male nor female, but something that exists outside of human time. Cold, steady, absolute. Its very tone makes the throne room seem smaller, as if the grand power of the empire is suddenly just a fragile illusion in the face of inevitability. It speaks not to flatter. It speaks not to beg. It speaks because the truth demands to be heard. Brother Day straightens, his eyes locked on the device, and for the first time in years, he does not look like a ruler of the known universe. He looks like a man waiting to hear, whether his life is still his own or whether. Destiny has already written his end. The Brazen Head is not just a relic of forgotten science, it is a mirror held up to destiny itself. Its design is older than the empire, older than the rule of Cleons, older even than the very idea of eternal dominion. Created in a time when knowledge was power beyond armies and fleets, the head exists for one reason alone: to see what men cannot, to reveal what lies hidden beneath ambition, pride, and deceit. It does not serve a throne. It does not serve a master. It serves only truth. In the cold glow of its awakening, the room seems to shift. The Brazen Head does not sparkle with brilliance, nor dazzle with fire. It glows with something quieter, something more unsettling. Its light is the weight of knowledge, a reminder that every question asked will demand an answer, and every answer carries a cost. For Brother Day, that cost may be the unraveling of the myth he wears like armor, the myth of his control. To the Empire, Brother Day is absolute. To his subjects, he is the living god of the Cleon dynasty, the man who decides who thrives and who falls. But to the Brazen Head, he is merely one man in a line of countless rulers, another thread woven into a larger pattern. It does not recognize crowns. It does not kneel before empires. It speaks with the certainty of math and memory, not with fear or favor. Demerzel, ever the quiet guardian, knows this better than anyone. For centuries, she has stood beside rulers who believe themselves unshakable, only to watch the Brazen Head whisper truths that fractured their pride. She has seen emperors crumble beneath its predictions, their faces pale, their hands trembling, their confidence shattered. And yet each one of them, like Day now, could not resist turning to it. Because in the heart of every ruler, beneath the arrogance, beneath the bravado, lurks a question too sharp to ignore. Am I truly in control? Or am I merely playing a role written long before me? The Brazen Head was not built to comfort. Its words are not meant to soothe the fears of kings. Its purpose is to strip away illusion, to remind even the most powerful that power itself bends before the current of destiny. It sees futures like rivers branching into endless streams, and with each word it speaks, one stream becomes clearer, while countless others darken. And now, before Brother Day, it stirs to life with that timeless clarity. Every hum, every flicker of light feels like the pull of a curtain before a stage. The Emperor waits. Demerzel waits. The Empire itself waits. Because whatever truth emerges from the Brazen Head tonight will not only shape Brother Day's rule, it may define the very survival of the dynasty itself. Brother Day steps closer to the Brazen Head. His presence a storm of confidence and command. His every movement is calculated, as though even the air must bend to his will. For years he has lived in the certainty that no voice is louder than his, no truth greater than the one he declares. To him, the empire is not just an inheritance, it is an extension of himself, a living monument carved in his image. And yet, as he gazes at the device before him, his pride becomes both shield and weapon. Day does not come seeking answers, he comes seeking confirmation. He wants the Brazen Head to echo his belief that the Cleon dynasty is eternal, that his decisions will forge unbroken strength across the galaxy. He wants its ancient wisdom to reflect his own greatness back to him. In his heart, he is not a man asking questions of a machine. He is a god demanding worship. But beneath the mask of arrogance, a flicker of unease twists in his eyes. He knows, though he will never say it aloud, that this machine has no reason to honor him. The Brazen Head does not fear execution, exile, or punishment. It has no loyalty to the throne. It cannot be bribed with wealth or silenced by decree. For perhaps the first time in his reign, Day faces something that cannot be commanded. Still, he clings to arrogance like armor. His voice is sharp, edged with disdain, as he challenges the Brazen Head. "Tell me," he says, not with curiosity but with authority, "what future awaits the Empire?" It is not a question. It is an order. His tone makes it clear. He expects an answer that aligns with his vision, an answer that justifies his rule. Demerzel, standing at his side, does not flinch. She has seen this before. Every Brother Day, every ruler stamped from the same genetic mold, carries the same arrogance. Each one believes himself the first to stand invincible before destiny. Each one believes he can force truth to bend as easily as he forces men to obey. And each one learns too late that arrogance is only the beginning of their downfall. The Brazen Head does not answer quickly. Its silence stretches across the chamber, filling the air with tension so thick it feels alive. Day's jaw tightens. His fingers curl against the throne's armrest. He is not used to waiting. He is not used to silence. In his arrogance, silence feels like defiance. And defiance feels like insult, and yet deep within him, he cannot escape a thought that gnaws at the edges of his pride. What if the machine does not see the Empire's eternity? What if it does not see him at all? While Brother Day stands tall, wrapped in arrogance, Demerzel remains a statue of quiet grace. Her face reveals almost nothing, but in the stillness of her expression lies a storm of unspoken thought. Unlike Day, she does not need to prove her power. Her strength is in silence, in patience. In knowing more than she could ever say aloud. She has stood in this chamber countless times. Beside countless versions of Brother Day, she has watched each of them wear the same armor of pride. Each convinced they were unshakable, each desperate to believe that the Empire was theirs alone to control. And she has watched the Brazen Head dismantle that illusion with only a few carefully spoken words. For Demerzel, this moment is not new, it is a repetition, an echo of a pattern as old as the Dynasty itself. But this time, there is something different. A flicker in her eyes brief, almost imperceptibly, prays more than just recognition. It betrays memory. Demerzel carries centuries inside her, entire lifetimes of rulers who thought themselves gods, yet fell like fragile men. The weight of that memory lingers behind her calm exterior, and in that weight lies a question she dares not voice. How long can this cycle repeat before it finally breaks? Her body language is flawless. No shift of posture, no tremor in her hands. To anyone else, she appears loyal, unbending, devoted entirely to her emperor. Yet beneath that perfect mask is tension coiled like a spring. Demerzel does not fear the Brazen Head. She fears what its truths will do to Brother Day. Because when pride is wounded, when certainty is shaken, men like him do not crumble quietly.